Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good evening to all of you, my dear. The today's lecture is the continuation of the previous one, which were in the probability. So now it's the complementary event. Just a minute before we talk about that P plus Q is equals to 1. Okay, probability of success plus probability of failure is equals to 1. I said if you are not interested in the exhaustive event का मतलब होता है entire sample space में. ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता ना आप सारे के सारे कोई success कह दें. It seems कि कोई एक particular event या one or two events can be your success. ठीक है जी. And the rest can be the failure. For example, die वाले example में अगर हम बात करें तो हम कहते हैं 6 का आना, the occurrence of the 6 is the success and its probability is equal to 1 by 6. And the rest of the events, if it's come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that null will be in the success. So we have to accumulate the probability of the 1 to 5, which will be 5 by 6. That's it. So the failure ki probability in that example is, I'm talking about this one, which you can see now on your screen. Failure की probability हमारे पास 5 by 6 हो जाएगी और success की probability 1 by 6. So P plus Q, 5 by 6 plus 1 by 6, that will be again 1. 6 over 6 is equals to 1. Got it? So now from here we got an idea about the complementary rule. Sometimes it's difficult. That was the very easiest example which you have read about that. But sometimes it's complicated to calculate the probability of success. So we have to take the advantage of its complement. And it's easier and sometimes to calculate the complement events probability and then subtract it from 1 and get your required probability. Because it's certainly, if the P is the success, so Q is the probability of complement. Got it? So 1 minus Q will be give you your required probability. That's it. So it's over here. The complementary of an event A is the set of outcomes in the sample space that are not included in the outcome of the event A. Because event A is particularly is the success of your event. The rest are seems to be the failure. So we said it is not included in the A in which we are interested. So the complement is denoted by A prime. A prime is known as the complement of A. Is the mathematically you know about that. Example, if the probability that a person lives in an industrialized country of the world is 1 by 5. This probability is given to you. Fine. And he said, find the probability that a person does not live in an industrialized country. Certainly, it's quite simple that you will subtract from like this. Particularly, likhna aapko probability of not living in an industrialized country. You are interested in that. So that will be 1 minus of P living in an industrialized country. You got 4 by 5 is the your required probability, which is the complement probability. Similarly, these are some important points that to find the probability of an event, we do not need to list all the elements in the sample space and the events. Just the required we need to be. Okay, exhaustive sometimes we don't want. If we say total sample space likho, so we need to be. What we do need is the number of elements in these sets. We are interested in the number of the elements. The counting techniques we have learned in the preceding section will be very helpful here. So counting techniques may we have an idea. Okay, if the permutation he was talking, so all the ordered outcomes we have to note. If he was talking about the just take a randomly stance and without replacement stance, then the combination has to be used. And in your examples, majority of the cases, the combination has to be used. You do not need to worry about it. Okay, so just look at the example, please. Thank you very much for watching my video.